Believing in capitalism, capitalizing on your ideas, having the American dream, turning it into a reality, seeing a chance, seizing an opportunity. One network knows the difference. Fox Business, opportunity, pure and simple.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Conor. And it's a good one, a battle royal between Walmart and Tesco. Now, Walmart's been nipping at the share of Tesco here in the UK since 1999. Now, Tesco is trying to do royal battle on Walmart's turf in the United States. They have these Fresh and Easy stores. They have about 61 open right now. They have to, or plan to have, about 200 open by next year. But my, oh my, even now, Democratic presidential hopeful Barack Obama's getting involved. That's how interesting this story has become. And joining me this morning, as I see you nodding your head in agreement here, Alison Stewart-Allen, author of Working with Americans. We like to call her our muse of marketing. Alison, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
This is a great story. Tesco now opening up these smaller stores, neighborhood markets as they call them.
Exactly.
Tesco is very committed to this, but Walmart doesn't like it.
Not at all. And Walmart, interestingly, have mobilized incredibly fast to actually come up with a competing format, which is called market-side neighborhood stores. So we have the word neighborhood in both formats. But the other really interesting thing is this is the first time in 10 years, over 10 years, that Walmart have launched a new format, which says clearly Tesco have identified a market gap that's been uncovered, and Walmart are clearly interested in trying to seize some of that market share.
And what is that market? What are we talking about?
What we're really talking about are smaller format stores, so 15,000 square feet, stores sort of the size of maybe 2 a.m. p.m. mini marts, if you like,
right.
7-Elevens. And basically what they're trying to do is promise good value. So Walmart's promise is everyday low prices. This Tesco Fresh and Easy format is awfully close, but they don't call it everyday low prices. They call it value pricing. So basically it's fresh prepared food. They prepare it also in store. They have something called a kitchen table, and they actually trial new recipes in the store, but it's ready meals for the most part, and fresh produce too.
All right, front page of the Financial Times. Here's a nice picture. You probably can't see that, but there's a picture of Barack Obama there, and says, talking shop, Obama targets Tesco. What's going on here?
Well, the most amazing thing is you have a presidential hopeful, probably from what the polls are saying, a presidential winner, scrutinizing a British retailer in the United States. I cannot remember the last time you had that sort of exposure for a British brand in the U.S., which wasn't paid for public relations, frankly.
But he's upset because of the union issue. Tesco is essentially ignoring the union.
Correct. And actually Walmart, funnily enough, has also pretty much ignored this union, the UFCW. But the way Tesco have ignored the union, if you like, is what's really annoying to Obama and several other people, because they're not even engaging in a dialogue. And I think one of the things that's been controversial from the very first store opening of Fresh and Easy is the fact that not only did they not recognize the union, but the fact that when they presented a petition to Tesco, they were treated in an extremely, really unprofessional way.
Could this derail their project in the U.S.?
It depends. It depends really on how Tesco manage this process going forward. I mean, if Tesco continue to not acknowledge and not engage in any kind of dialogue whatsoever with the union, and you have this sort of exposure nationwide, the chances are that Tesco's PR and all the money they're spending on brand building just basically erodes immediately, because they get this sort of coverage and anger from a union who know how to get profile.
Do you expect some sort of response from Tesco?
I would expect a response from Tesco. I think Tesco would be quite clever to actually acknowledge the fact that, look, we're not in dialogue with the union. We might as well be talking to them. There's no harm done in talking to the union. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily agree with their point of view, but the fact that they're not engaged in a dialogue, I think, is the real issue.
But isn't it a compliment that Walmart feels so threatened that they've gone ahead and taken this move?
A huge compliment. I mean, if I were the head of Tesco, on the one hand, I'd be really delighted that I clearly identified a market opportunity. On the other hand, I'd be extremely frightened because Walmart's buying power is so significant. The key difference here, however, is that Tesco do not stock branded goods, and Walmart are all about doing deals with Procter & Gamble and branded merchandise. So in a way, Tesco's not even offering comparable merchandise in their stores.
It's going to be a fascinating fight. Alison, thank you so much for being here. Once you get the big dog in the ring, you get Walmart in there, it gets interesting, Shabani. Back to you in New York.
You're absolutely